When you lose a parent, sometimes you're already sad and you picture them passing away when they're older and maybe in a hospital bed. You don't picture your parent passing away alone, most probably in pain, waiting for help.
At 5:21 a.m., Stephanie Cybriwski's father, Myron Cybriwski, called 911 asking for an ambulance, telling dispatch he had hit his head recently and could not get out of bed, unable to get himself to the hospital.
Monsieur, je vais envoyer les paramédics dès que possible. Pour vous aider, par contre, il pourrait y avoir des délais jusqu'à 7 heures avant qu'on arrive. Moi, je vais devoir raccrocher, prendre un autre appel.
In the 911 call, you can hear the dispatcher tell Myron that he will send a paramedic as soon as possible, but that there could be delays of up to 7 hours. He was told to call back 911 if his condition worsened, and then the dispatcher wished him good luck. Myron made 2 additional calls to 911 for help. Paramedics arrived on the scene almost 12 hours later at 4:50 p.m. Myron had already passed away.
When I spoke to the coroner, he told me that most probably my father had passed somewhere in the early morning, so before noon.
She says her father did not call her, that if he did, she would have been there with him, but fears the situation would have resulted the same way.
And he lived on a second-floor apartment. If he was stuck to his bed, let's just say, there would have been no way for me to bring him down the stairs and into my own car or a cab. I would have called 911 myself.
City News reached out to Urgence Santé about the situation, to which they say they are not able to comment on, as there is currently a coroner's investigation in progress. Last month, a 91-year-old Montreal woman died while waiting 7 hours for an ambulance. Stephanie says enough is enough, calling for those in charge to do something about Quebec's crumbling health system.
I don't necessarily blame the ambulance workers, because I have a lot of empathy for the 2 that ended up showing up and finding my father in that condition. To me, the fault lies more in the higher ups with the government. We're sounding the alarm so many times now, saying, hey, there's an issue. There's a big lack of workers. We know that.
Recordings of her father's conversation with dispatch is the only thing she says she has left of his final moments.
You're listening to these things and you realize that these are probably the final moments or the first moments that someone discovers him when he's already gone. So I wouldn't want anyone else to go through that kind of experience.
Stephanie remembers her father as a kind person, the first to help anyone before himself.
Your pipes were broken, you need someone to paint something, he'd be there for you. He loved playing golf. He was always the first person to make you laugh, make you smile.
In Montreal, Felisha Adam, City News.